This is Dr. J and Kamal streaming live from Long Island, New York, and places east. And what have we here? The Dow finished up for a change. You know what I want to do? I want to read to you an intro to the show that I didn't write, that Kamal didn't write, and that Professor Spike didn't write. And you're going to tell me who wrote this. Welcome to Talking Stocks with Dr. J, Spike, and Kamal. In this YouTube show, we'll cover a wide range of topics related to personal finance, stock market, and investing. Whether you're a casual investor or an experienced trader, you'll be able to learn something new every time you tune in. Our trio provides invaluable knowledge and insights so you can make more informed decisions that will help you achieve your financial goals. So go ahead, enjoy the show, and start learning new strategies to help you succeed in the stock market. Kamal, you know who wrote that, right?
No clue.
No clue. It wasn't me, it wasn't Spike, and it wasn't you, and it wasn't any of our viewers. It was, what's the name of that app? The AI GPT app.
Oh, it's an artificial intelligence.
The artificial intelligence app, whichever one. It's the one called Chat AI. I downloaded Chat AI.
It's such a comprehensive, eloquent way of putting it.
Didn't it do a great job?
I believe it did.
Yeah. Pretty amazing. So anything with the reason I introduced it that way is because anything that had AI in its name went up 20% today on the market.
Wow.
They were buying anything with AI, including the stock with the symbol AI. Grabbing it all up.
Wow.
Tim is with us today. Good to see Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Yeah, we're all healthy, happy, and profitable, except I think Spike might be a little under the weather, but he's okay. Can you buy this app for a 10-bagger? Can you ask this app for a 10-bagger? I think is what he meant. I asked the app to tell me the Super Bowl winner, and it wouldn't do it.
Oh.
So apparently it doesn't want to predict the future, you know.
Hey, Andrew.
Andrew's with us. All eyes on tomorrow, the Fed decision tomorrow. Why don't they just do a half a point and do like the Bank of Canada did, say no more, no mas. Bank of Canada did 25 points and said no mas. So I would be happy with 50 points tomorrow as a surprise and a statement by the Fed chair, no mas, no more.
I think there will be a couple of quarter points, 2 more quarter points.
Yeah, that's more than likely prolong the torture. But I would love to hear those words, no mas. Snap disappointment and AMD success. 1 out of 2, Andrew's batting, huh? For the day. Yeah, I knew you meant to ask. Sava's results. I didn't even look. The trial is controversial because they chose not to have a control group. It's open label, I guess. Yeah, everything is evaluated in comparison to historical data from other trials. So what? There's enough historical data where I think it's bona fide. I don't know why the reason for the extreme controversy. Then it was approved by the FDA. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it. So if the FDA gives the approval on it, I think it's fine. What do I have? 1,500 people in one trial and 1,000 in the other. 2 trials. I'm good with that. Whenever possible, they should use empirical data, don't you think? Whenever possible, rather than a control group that gets sugar pill, use the empirical data. If there's enough history, in the database, that should be good enough. Based on standard, compare it to standard of care. Why have people suffer with not knowing whether they have the drug or not? I think it's kind of cruel. if you
I
can,
think I agree with that.
if you can avoid it.
Imagine you're the guy, expecting to have the drug and you're getting a placebo pill.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about going into the anvs trial. One of the reasons I'm not doing it is I might just get the placebo.
Right.
Another reason is the phase 2 only had 24 people in it. So even though there were very few, if any, side effects, you really can't judge from 24 people. So I didn't want to take the chance. So I mean, I have mixed emotions. I think it'll prove out to be good, but I'm watching from the sidelines. Tim is worried about the SABA drug not working for moderate Alzheimer's. So far none of them work for moderate Alzheimer's. The lecanemab and the other one that Biogen passed, they were for mild Alzheimer's. Maybe it's just too late if it goes beyond a certain point.
Yep.
Linus is with us. So, yeah, I want to talk about the Fed a little bit more tomorrow. The Fed's action tomorrow, 2:00. They come out with the rate decision. They're about a 95% favorite that it's going to be 25 points. But they have been known to surprise. I've been doing this Fed watching a long time, and every so often that 20-to-1 shot comes through where they do more than what was expected, less than what was expected. So if I think there's virtually no risk that they're going to do less. They're not going to do zero. I think there is risk that they could do a half with the proviso of saying no more. And I wouldn't mind that one bit. That's a long shot, but it's possible. I think it's possible.
So I noticed on the SPY that there is an upward channel the past 6 weeks. If you want to take a look at that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of upward channels since January 4th, January first day of the trading year, January 3rd, whatever it was. Let's take a look at the charts. Okay, yes, you could even see it without drawing it. You could definitely see the upward channel. You can also see the trend line has been definitely violated, the downward trend line. So that's really good news for the bulls. And if you want to draw the upward channel, we could do that.
Yeah, that's what I got.
It's a very, very, very beautiful. It's a thing of beauty when you're long the spiders and you get a run like this. This has been a very nice run. What was the number that it's got to go to get be 20% off the lows again?
I think it was 408 or 410.
No, higher than that, 418, I think. So if it gets to 418, then we should be officially over with the bear market. I think that's about the best indicator of any of them. If you come back 20% or more off the lows, that's a very significant thing. Well, there are a lot of things that were significant. We are just about going to cross the 50 with the 200, which is extremely bullish. And when that happens, that's an extremely bullish sign. We crossed this downward trend line that's been with us for over a year. Very, very bullish. What other bullishness? We closed above the 200, another bullish sign. We filled this gap from we filled this gap at 399.40. That was done. What about the 38.2% retrace? That was right around 400. So we took that out.
Right.
So we got the fib number is taken out. The crossing of the 50 with the 200 looks like it's going to happen. What else? Close above the 200. We took out that descending trend line. A lot of bullish signs here. It looks pretty damn bullish, and yet there's a tremendous amount of pessimism on the street.
Yeah, it
One,
looks like a healthy upward channel.
one after another, analysts and portfolio managers are saying retest of the lows. I don't think so. I think if we do get a pullback, it comes back down to this level here at around 375. That's where I see a pullback, if it happens. I mean, there'll be a pullback, but when, I'm not sure. It could be Thursday, it could be tomorrow, because the Fed could spook the market. It seems to be pretty good at that. But I got my buy orders in at SPY, let's say higher than that. If there's a statement to spook the market, I'm looking to buy at, let's say, this low, 393.56. That's where I want to buy, right about the 200. So if at 230 there's a statement that spooks the market and SPY shoots down to 393, I'm going to buy either the calls or the SPXL, something like that.
Do you see this line at 407? Is it 407 and a half? Like, is that like a hard ceiling?
This 410 line is a double top. Let me draw that in. This one is a double top. Just above the high from 3 trading days ago.
Mm-hmm.
410, that's another thing. 410 has to be taken out.
Right.
That's another milestone for the bulls. Another target. We take out 410, we take out 418, and then we're entitled to a little breather and then continue on up. That's how I see it.
Yep.
And of course, the Fed has to be signaling that the raising is over. I would like that to happen tomorrow. And signal one more time, something like that. That'll be fine. That I would buy. That would be okay. You know what I mean? Some kind of positive signal from the Fed. I know they're going to raise more than likely, but there's some kind of signal. One more time and we're done, or two more times. That's it. Vuzi. This is one that I bought like late last year, and I bought it down near the lows, right around here. My timing was pretty good as I'm up about 50% so far on this one. They're the maker of smart glasses, for basically you're looking at the computer when you look in your glasses. You look at a computer screen or virtual reality, or that too they have. So they're an innovative company. They're everything Kathy Woods talks about when she talks about innovative companies. So I like this one. It's an interesting company. It's fairly low market cap. Meets my criteria. Right now it's flagging. It's a definite bull flag, a little consolidation here. So I'm looking to add at the lower end of this bull flag at about 475. I'm looking to add a little bit more to my position. So let me draw that in. Right through the line. That's where I'm looking to add. I see it coming back down. because that's been the short-term trend. So if it does come down a little bit more, I'm going to add. I'm looking for this number here again, 470, 470-ish to add. All right. Interesting play. Pete told us about this years ago. I never owned it until recently. Anvs is another one that's been hot, but not today, as it was still up on the day to 1775, but it has a solid red candle. According to this, it closed at 1652. According to this, oh, that's 241. Why is it telling me 241? Let me refresh. 1652 is the closing number on Anvs. It basically, the buying became exhausted up near $20. So the buyers ran out of steam. The bears took over and sent it lower. But notice when it got to the $15 mark, what did it get to? $14.90. When it got that low, some buying came in. I think it'll stabilize somewhere around this level and move back up, as this is a very hot biotech. So Anvs, my target on this one, I think it retests the recent top to 23.91. I think you're going to get maybe you get a double top there, but I think it's going to go into the 20s on Anvs. It's again a Parkinson's play, but also an Alzheimer's play. The same drug, butane tap, can be used for both. And they got approval for the Alzheimer's phase 2, phase 3. I think that's what they call it. I don't know when that's going to begin, but the Parkinson's begins mid-February with the first patient dose should be mid-February. I think that will give it a little psychological pop as well. So I can see this going as high as the recent high of about 23 before retracing some more. It could retrace a little bit more down here. I mean, I drew the line where there's solid support, and that's pretty low down. That would be $14. Solid support around $13.85, something like that. It could get there. I mean, this is penny stock territory, so anything is possible. I just don't see it flying tomorrow. I see more consolidation. So I think if you want to pick some up, you can do so maybe a little bit cheaper than where it is now. All right, CRISPR. I think this year, from everything I understand from people in the field of biotech, is going to be the year to make or break these gene editing stocks. That's the quote that I got: make or break. I'm betting on the make. So I'm thinking, even though I have a lot of this, I may load up even more on CRISPR on the make or break scenario. This is the year that I'm told the gene editing stocks will make it or break it. $45 looks like a solid bottom here for CRISPR. And the top right about here at 54. So that would be the double top that we have to take out, $54. Right now it looks a little weak, may pull back a little. If it does, I'd be looking to buy the dip to around $47. If it pulls back to that high 40s area, 47, 48, I'm going to be adding. And CRISPR is not the only one I'm going to add to. I'm going to add to Intellia, Beam, I'm going to add to Editas, and I may buy back my Prime. I haven't seen how it's been doing lately since I got rid of it. I might as well take a quick peek. Prime. It's up from the levels I sold it at, actually, which figures. So I'll have to pay a little bit more to get it back. But I think I will. I think I want to own all five gene editing stocks. What else has been hot? Besides anvs, this one has been very hot. Vaccinity. Vaccinity, we talked about a few times on the show. It's a vaccine maker for COVID-19. They have an inexpensive, something that they would sell very inexpensively compared to the prices of Pfizer and Moderna. Pfizer and Moderna sell their shot for about $100, something like that. I think that this one would be a fraction of that. They wanted. They're talking about the democratization of COVID shot. That is, make it affordable around the world. And why not? They sell enough of these, they'll still make plenty of money. And also, they have a Parkinson's and Alzheimer's pipeline. So they're an interesting company. It's had a tremendous run. Unlike anvs, it did not get exhausted yet. I would expect that you might get one more big green candle before this one pulls back.
You see.
But I would be buying the dips on Vaccinity. I was fortunate enough to pick it up towards the end of the year. So I had a phenomenal run on this. I'm still in it. I haven't sold any. And one of our viewers alerted us to this one. I forgot his name, but thank you, whoever you are. Any that you want me to short? Chewy?
Let's do Chewy.
All right. I'm thinking of adding, not adding, but actually opening a position in Chewy. Chewy's moved up very nicely off the lows of $34 to get to 45, where it's trading now. And it was, I think on earnings day, it had very good earnings, hit a high of 45.14, no, 47.60. So it's down from the recent high. We have an inside candle. We basically bullish because it's a green body inside a red body. So I like this kind of candle. Generally, we get a little success off of that. We're sitting at the 12-day moving average. The 50 is above the 100, is above the 200, which is what we want to see. So this is one of the few stocks that actually look bullish. The chart looks bullish. So I'm not afraid to add a little bit, to open up the position, especially if it drops back down to the low of the day today, which was 43.50, let's say. And I would add a little bit more at the 50. That's my plan. If I buy Chewy, I'll try to buy it in two tranches near each other. If I can get it at 43.41, that would be nice. But if not, I'll pick some up, wherever I can tomorrow. That's my plan. So I will join you in your pursuit of Chewy. Woof woof. Come on.
Nice.
Yeah.
So anything know about BCRX, man?
BCRX, I still own 80% of what I had. I only sold 20. Let's see what it's doing. I didn't even sell 20, a little less than 20%. It looks like it put in a Professor Spike bottom. So that's good. What else? I'm looking for, let me throw that bottom in. draw it in. I mean, you could see it, but I put it in. It's like $10, 981, and we're looking to break out of this this trading range that we've been in for 2 weeks. So we want to break north, of course. So the trading range is 985 to 1111. We break out of it. I think eventually we're going to get to that $18 target of mine. I'm still looking for $18 for VCRX by the end of the year. I know we've had disappointments that the growth in the pickup in the RXs is slower than anticipated, but I think it'll get there. So it's just a question of patience on this one. The direction should be clear, and that's up. All right. So any other requests, Kamal? The people.
The RVYL, I added some, but then it tanked.
Yeah, RVYL was one of my big winners, but not lately.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
added it at like 58 cents.
yeah, 53 pennies, and it's been giving back. I'm not sure if there's news as to why, but let's take a look at from the chart perspective. It's been stepwise down over the last 2 weeks, and I'm not sure I have confidence that it won't continue on down. What's to stop it? This is a very bearish candle today. So I'm not predicting where it's gonna stop going down, and I'm not sure what I'm doing with my own position. It's iffy.
I see.
I'm less than I'm not as enthusiastic, obviously, about this one as I was when I was rolling in the dough. Now I'm like a little bit better than even. So there's a big difference. On the day, it was down another 3.28%. Like every day, you're getting chopped. Dermtech is another one that's been giving back, right? DMTK. But this one, I think you found support today at the 200. That's the difference. I'd rather be adding Dermtech right now than RVYL.
I see.
Dermtech has been a long time favorite of mine, even though I have massive losses with it. I think $10 is still my target on this one. Not going anywhere until I get $10. All right. I'm really not going anywhere with the rest of my BCRX until I get $18. And I'll probably add back the 20% that I sold before then.
Yeah, I have a lot of shares too.
Yeah. Who's with us today? A few new faces. Daniel. Oh,
Daniel was the guy who talked to you about vaccine.
Daniel is the one who alerted us to Vax. Thank you very much, Daniel. That was a really good one. Love Vax and their platform. Later this year, excited to see Alzheimer's and Parkinson's phase 2. I am also. I have a vested interest in anything Parkinson's, as I'm plagued by this terrible disease. Other Alzheimer's and Parkinson's plays: Hoth, IKT, hold, remove, but did an offering. IKT, yeah, the FDA held it, put it on hold, their trial for a while. And IKT also has a leukemia application drug. So it's an interesting tiny little market cap and so on. I'm not familiar with HOTH, but Prothena is another one, PRTA. Curtis, ARDX pulled back, any good? I think it is good. I actually own it now, and I'm thinking of adding. Maybe I'll take a quick look. Let's see. Time for a quick look or next time?
We can do it.
All right, we'll do a quick look. ARDX. ARDX. Today's candle actually isn't bad. Came down to yesterday's low and bounced to close pretty nice. Up 15 cents or 5%. Yeah, I mean, it showed a lot of buying at the close. I would expect some continuation on this as we're at a very critical low. So great deal of support should come in at 267 here.
Yep.
So this looks like a good place to add ARDX. I might just do that. That is, add some.
So tomorrow is going to be a defining day for the near term, I guess.
Yeah, you could expect 2 o'clock to get the rate announcement, 2:30 the Fed decision, and then Thursday we have Apple, Amazon, and Alphabet all reporting. Trio. The trio of A's. I think they're all going to get A's, all three of them. The one I like the most is Amazon. Then I like the second best, Apple. And third best, most suspect would be Alphabet. All right. So that's it for today. Thanks a lot for coming, everybody. Thank you, Kamal. And we'll see everybody on Thursday. Ciao. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about us. Give us a like. What else? I don't know. I guess that's it. How about our disclosure? Are we financial analysts? No.
Nope.
We don't make recommendations, right? We just share information and our stock picks.
Rookies.
We make no recommendations. And
best of luck, guys. Best of luck.
Yeah. I mean, this is a show to listen to, but not to listen to us necessarily.
Just for fun.
Yeah, do your own due diligence and all that other stuff. Ciao.
Take care, guys. Bye.